Tonight, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys some exciting stuff about mobile apps, mobile marketing, and the mobile marketing cash profit system. Jorg was supposed to introduce me here. I don't know if he's not here today or if he got held up somewhere. So he was going to introduce the call, but he is not here. I've just been kind of patiently waiting and twiddling my thumbs, hoping he was going to get here, but he's not here. So guess what that means? It means we start without him, and we're going to rock and roll it. So give me 5 seconds to catch my breath and just get myself ready to rock and roll for you guys, and we'll get started here. So 5-second pause, and then we're jumping in, going full steam. All right, everyone, it's Jeff Mills. Welcome to the special webinar called Mobile Marketing Cash Profits. If you haven't had a chance yet, go ahead and download the cheat sheet you see on your screen. It's going to help you guys take some notes as we go through the presentation today, because I'm going to give you a lot of facts, a lot of figures, a lot of important stuff that you're probably going to want to remember, especially when you see how lucrative this business is and how easy it is to go out there and build mobile apps. You're going to want to go tell businesses about this. So the stuff I tell you today, I want you to regurgitate it and go out there and tell it to businesses, because it's the stuff that's going to help you make some money. And so as we get started in the webinar here, you guys, just make sure you download that cheat sheet, print it out, and then take some notes with it. Remove all your distractions. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background and a little bit about myself before we get started, and then we're going to jump into the content. So maybe some of you have heard of me. Maybe some of you have been on a webinar that I've done before. We do a lot of webinars on this particular topic with mobile marketing and the mobile apps platform, but I like to live the internet marketing leverage lifestyle. And what that's a big mouthful for. I like to be able to travel all the time, and because I'm an internet marketer, I can do that and have a business that goes with me mobile. I can be in a hotel in Cozumel, Mexico. I can be in a hotel in London. I can be in a beach resort in Cancun. I can be in Costa Rica, and I'm still making money because my internet marketing businesses work whether I'm there 24 hours a day, all by themselves. And so we're going to show you guys today how to leverage and use a tool, a platform, a system that you can use to build mobile apps so you can have the same kind of lifestyle freedom that I have. I've made over $5 million just from my own little tiny office I have in my house. I live in Cottage Grove, Minnesota. I'm married. You see pictures of my wife, Lorraine, my daughter, Izzy. She just turned 10 years old yesterday, and this week we're excited because we're going to go to London on Wednesday night. I'm taking Izzy with me to London, and she's going to introduce me on the stage at an event I'm speaking at. I speak at events all over the world, and she's going to introduce me on stage in London into a room of about 400 people. So I'm nervous for her. She's nervous as well, but I love helping people learn the techniques that I've learned, that I've been coached. And I think that's the secret sauce to my success, and the secret sauce to anyone who's successful, is they listen to mentors, they listen to coaches, and they take action on what the coaches tell them to do. And when they take action and do what the coaches tell them to do, they're going to get the results that the coaches already got. And that's really the secret is following the example of your mentor. So what you guys are going to learn in this webinar today, I'm going to give you 8 things. Number 1, we're going to give you current mobile stats and why right now is the right time to get involved with mobile. We're going to talk about 5 ways to make money with mobile apps. I'm going to give you an app case study, and I'll give you a couple other case studies as well that you can check out. We're going to build an app right in front of everyone's face. We're going to build it live and show you how easy it is to build a mobile app. We're going to talk about the benefits for a business and why having a mobile app is going to help that business get more money, make more money. And then we're going to talk about how to find clients and how to find people who need apps developed and identify those markets so then you can sell apps to them. We're also going to share with you some testimonials of some of our clients who are already out there doing this work right now with no experience before they ever heard about it, but through training and going through some different literature and information that we've provided for them, they learned how to go out there and do this, just like you guys will today. And the last thing we're going to share with you today is how to go out there and make $500 to $3,000 per app selling apps to local businesses. And I think you guys are going to see dollar signs in your eyes when you see how incredibly powerful this is. Here's what I say. At the beginning of every webinar, I always say this. I say that if you can type an email, if you can manipulate a Microsoft Word document, if you can type a WordPress blog post, then you've got all the skill set you need right now to go out there and build a mobile app. You don't have to learn any complex coding. This is not games. We're not going to build gaming apps like for Angry Birds or some app where you do all this custom programming. We use a very unique custom platform that allows us to build apps really easy with copy paste, drag and drop simplicity. And I'll show it to you and I'll prove it to you, so all of you will walk away from this webinar without a doubt in your mind, knowing that you can do this and make thousands of dollars per app. We're in the value business. That's why we're here. We're on this webinar because all of us want to make some extra money on the internet, but we also value helping others in their businesses. And there's a very large industry that's been created over the last 6 or 7 years called local business consulting, where smart internet marketers go to the local businesses who are struggling doing business in traditional ways, and they're not getting sales. So we come to these business owners who are struggling and give them some of these new techniques of internet marketing and mobile apps and mobile websites and all these new things that they have no clue about, and we are serving and adding value to these businesses as a consultant. And that's what you are. And if many of you are doing this already, you already know you can get paid a lot of money to do search engine optimization. You can get paid to build websites. You can get paid to manage people's social media accounts, right? But you also know that you can make even more money when you add other services like mobile websites, mobile apps. It's another tool that you can put in your marketing tool chest to help Main Street businesses, okay? Brick and mortar Main Street businesses get more customers and make more money, basically. And what every business on Main Street is looking for is more people to do business with. And if you can give them those people, then they will pay you a lot of money for the value you give them. They're looking for more leads, more customers, more sales, more exposure, more traffic, easy marketing with less work. If you can give your customers these 7 benefits, leads, customers, sales, exposure, traffic, marketing, with less, easy marketing with less work, then you're going to be the hero who gets the bid, who gets the job, who gets the deal, because you're helping them solve their problems. I'm telling you guys, the whole world right now is going mobile, and you can either sit on the fence and watch this trend blow up in front of all of our faces, and a lot of people are going to get wealthy with this, or you can get involved with it, and you can be a part of it, and you can make a lot of money in this trend with us, and we hope that's what you see by the end of this webinar today. I want you all to say real quick hello to Henry Greiner. Henry's my co-pilot today. He's in the chat, and he's going to be answering questions from everybody in this webinar. So if you guys have any questions based on what I say, I can't stop because I got literally a 90-minute presentation to give you guys, and I just go nonstop the whole time. So as I'm presenting, keep one eye on the PowerPoint screen, keep another eye in the chat box, responses in the chat box, which is on the GoToWebinar kind of interface you've got on your computers, and you can ask Henry whatever questions you want, and he's going to be there to assist every single one of you as best he can. And if there's a lot of questions, the more fun it is for Henry. So please ask away. Please dialogue with Henry in the chat box, so he's not so lonely in there. Okay. So let's jump into it, you guys. Let's talk about how we can go mobile. The whole world's going mobile. I mean, it's amazing. From 1983, when the brick phone first came out, to the kids nowadays who are on their mobile phones texting and playing games nonstop, to even the adults who are now getting into the game. Mobile phones are everywhere, and everyone carries them around with them like it's their purse. If they lose their mobile phone, it's like the worst day of their life, right? Everything is on their mobile devices. And the other day, my wife left her iPad at a meeting, and she was just petrified. She was so upset with herself because she thought she lost her iPad, but then she realized she was at this meeting. She called the meeting place, and yes, someone had turned in her iPad. Luckily, she got it back, but she would have been devastated had she not gotten that thing back. But that's the way we are now. In society, we love these little tiny mobile devices and what they can do for us. It's the first thing you grab when you walk out the door in the morning. You get your mobile phone, then you get your car keys, and you get your wallet or your purse, and then you're on your way. And if you leave without that mobile phone, man, you're going home and you're getting it, because there's no way you can survive without this thing. That's how addicted we are to these things. And we love the apps. We love putting software applications on the phone downloading them from the app stores that exist out there, and then doing all kinds of cool things with those apps, from playing games to booking appointments to entering data, productivity tools. There's all kinds of cool tools you guys use on your mobile phones, on your smartphones. And this is what we're going to talk about today, is how to build apps, sell those apps to small businesses, and how to build apps and turn those apps into information products where you can sell your own information inside the app, just like you would on an ebook or in some kind of an information product that you'd sell for a couple $100 on the internet. You could sell that stuff on a mobile app and sell it as a product, as a mobile app, for 99 cents or more and get paid. So we're going to talk about some of these examples you see here, some of these different styles of mobile apps, from information apps to restaurant, small business apps to affiliate apps. And we're going to cover all those gamuts here on this webinar today. Our platform is very unique. We give everyone access to a platform where they log in on the computer with a web-based platform, whether it's PC or Mac, and it allows them to build an app one time. And when they build the app, they can turn it into an Apple app easily. Just push of a button, it turns into an Apple app. They can push a button, it easily turns it into an Android app. And these apps are downloaded from the App Store of both iTunes and Google. It'll also take the app and translate it into a mobile website. So it does three things for the price of one, so to speak. Traditionally, if any of you have done any research, for you to go out there and find a business to build a mobile app for you, a developer, an app developer, you'd pay $5,000 to $25,000 for the app developer to build the app in just one version, whether it's Apple or Android, and then you'd probably wait 6 to 9 months for back and forth for this thing to finally get done. Our platform allows you to go to local businesses, sell and position yourself as the app expert, and in 60 minutes you have an app built, and you can walk away and sell an app to that business with thousands of dollars of cash in your hand. Okay, that should get a lot of you really excited, because the speed to implementation with this is immediate. Okay, immediate, no waiting. Build an app in 60 minutes. Put an app on your phone, go to the business, call up the app on your phone, put a special code in it, and now the app you just built is sitting in your phone as a prototype that you can show to the local business, and you can explain to them all the benefits of this app, what it does for them, how it helps them get more leads, more customers, more sales, more exposure. And then they say, how much? And you say $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, and they pay you and write you a check. Okay, that's what's going to happen to those of you who take action today. Mobile is absolutely exploding, you guys. As the New York Times says, mobile marketing is the most powerful media ever invented. It's bigger than movies, radio, television, personal computers, including it's bigger than the internet. Because everything that was invented in the last 100 years can all be done on your mobile smartphones. You can watch TV shows. You can listen to radio. You can watch movies. You can play games. You can surf the internet. You can do everything the personal computer and all the history of technology before us is now able to be touched and used on your mobile smartphone devices. And that's why mobile marketing is one of the most powerful medias ever invented, and it's only going to explode. What that means is we're positioned right now in front of a huge opportunity, massive opportunity to get perfectly positioned like the surfer is on this wave. He saw the wave coming, he dropped in, he took off, and he got himself in the perfect position to get the best ride. And you're just like that surfer when it comes to business. You're going to position yourself so you get the best ride when it comes to business opportunities. And let's not kid around here. You get a lot of business opportunities that are shown your way. Every single night you can go on multiple webinars, can't you? Multiple webinars with multiple products to sell at the very end of the webinar, and they all look good, they all sound good, but you never know if it's going to be the right program. Well, this is the right program at the right time and the right opportunity for you guys if you see yourself positioning yourself in front of the wave. Because when you position yourself behind the wave or a little bit off to the left or the right of the wave, you get wiped out. And none of you want to get wiped out. See, we have a little window in front of us right now of opportunity. It's 3 to 5 years. You have a 3 to 5 year path right now where if you get in right now, you will be perfectly positioned to make 6 figures or more with your own app business. But if you wait, it'll be like the guys who just got started in website marketing, going to businesses today, and like, hey, Mr. Businessman, you need to have a website. He's like, yeah, man, I got a website 20 years ago. Okay, they lost out because they waited too long. In 1994, when you went to a businessman and you said you need a website, they're like, hey, son, none of my customers are even on the internet yet, and none of my customers even have email, so why do I even need a website? And a smart businessman would have realized that's where things were going, and so they got a website, they got an email account, and they started marketing to people. We all agree that was the way it should have been, and that was the way that happened since 1994. But in 2012, today, we're at that same place, but instead of being websites is the big deal, it's mobile apps. It's not mobile websites, you guys, it's mobile apps, because mobile websites are inherently more powerful and more engaging and can do better things than a mobile website can do, which is why we're advocating mobile apps as opposed to a mobile website. And I do think mobile websites are important. I think you should have both, but you definitely need to have mobile apps as the primary function. So I'm talking about a little window of time, 3 to 5 years. That's just a short little time frame, isn't it? But you know what? That's okay, because if you study the most wealthiest people in the world, they made their money in short bursts of wealth as well. As a matter of fact, you all heard of this guy? It's Bill Gates, well, the second richest man in the world. He said this. He says, wealth is created in short bursts by positioning yourself in front of massive growth. And would you all agree with me right now that mobile and mobile apps is going to be a massive growth curve in the next 3 to 5 years? Obviously, you've seen it in the last 2 years explode. So we've got a little bit of time. But check this out. Bill Gates positioned himself in front of a massive growth for 3 years. He had a 3-year window with Microsoft when he was making operating systems and productivity software. Those 3 years allowed him to make billions upon billions of dollars in wealth. And it was just in 3 years. Short bursts. We've got a window, 3 to 5 years. That's a short burst where those of you who take action today are going to be on that wave and having that good ride. And all of you who pass this by and say, it's not for me, I don't think it's going to go there, it ain't a big deal. Well, I hope you've got something better as a plan B, okay? Because I don't think there's anything out there that can come close to what we've got. So the world is going mobile. 5.3 billion mobile phones out there and growing. $38 to $58 billion industry by 2016 with a 399% growth increase expected. And I think those numbers are going to be bigger. Over 1 billion smartphones and tablets are currently in the market right now, you guys. That's a lot. And that's going to double to 2 billion in the next 18 months. Over 1 billion apps are downloaded just from Apple's App Store every single month. 1 billion apps. That is massive for a 30-day window, you guys. That shows you how hungry people are to get these little software applications onto their smartphones. And Apple has over 25 billion apps that have been downloaded from their App Store since they got started back in 2007. That's huge. They just celebrated the 25th billion download. I think it was back in beginning of March, and somebody got some special like $10,000, and you could buy $10,000 worth of apps or something like that as a contest they had. Now, what about Android? Okay, that's the other big player. There's 2 big players here, right? Apple and Android. So Android, which is nipping at the heels of Apple, has had over 10 billion app downloads since they got started in 2008. And so over 35 billion downloads in just the last 4.5, 5 years. Right now, 50% of the United States are using smartphones. In the next 18 months, that's going to jump up to 70%. So the trend is now, you see from these statistics, this is going to be a monster industry. And you can either see the opportunity with this today, or it's just not going to be right for you. Now, what we love about our mobile platform is that it's got some special features built into it. And one of the best features I want to talk about is push. You can send a push message to people who have downloaded your app. Think of it as an email autoresponder. When you send an email to somebody, they get it into their email account, and they hopefully read it. Okay, but we all know how our inboxes get totally full of emails, right? So you can't even can't even follow along because you're getting so many emails. It's just like overwhelming. I have somebody has to go read all my email because it's so overwhelming for me. I get 400 emails a day. So email does not have a high read rate like it used to. 4 to 10% of people even open their email. But if we can get their eyeballs from the internet and off email onto their mobile devices, well, now we've got the power to influence them through push. So every app you build can send a push message. It's kind of like a text message, but it's a little bit different in that it's 128 characters. And you can send a link, you can send an announcement, you can give a coupon offer, you can pretty much say whatever you want to say in 128 characters, and it gets on everyone's home screen on their phone. So you get a little alert, on my iPhone, it'll go dink, and I'll look at my iPhone and I'll see the little button pop up, and a little message will be there, and I can dismiss it. Okay, that's engagement, because now what we've learned is 97% of people who get those push messages read them within 5 minutes of it hitting their phone. So think about that. Email, 4 to 10% even open the email. 97% of people who get a push message read it, and within the next 5 minutes of it hitting their phones. So that's instant engagement. So think about the power for the local businesses out there who want to bring people to their stores, and how they can now use push messaging to send special offers and coupons and get people off their butts and on their feet in their cars, taking action, coming to the stores to get specials and coupons and discounts and whatever other special offers that exist out there. That's what you can do with the power of push. It's so important you understand this, because it's engagement. It really gets people's attention. So I'm going to share with you guys today 5 ways you can make money by selling apps to local businesses that have this push feature built into them. Okay, the first method is you sell an app to a business. We teach you how to do that, by the way. We're going to teach you what to say, what to do when you go out there, and then you're going to sell the software to a client, and they're going to build the app themselves. The client doesn't want you to build it. They don't have a lot of money. They can't afford a $3,000 app. So you walk away with a $300 to $500 sale. You keep 100% of the money, because that's what we're going to let you do, and then the client can build the app themselves. Okay, good luck for them, right? Yeah, try to build an app by yourself without any training. It's not going to be easy. So not every business is going to like this model, but then again, a few of your businesses will, because they can afford it. So that's why we talk about it. That's why we offer it. I think the best or the better model is business model number 2. It's called You Build It. This is where you sell an app to a client, and then you build the app yourself. You actually will, sell it and then build it yourself, and then you keep all the money that you charge the customer for it, $500 to $3,000. And again, all that money goes into your pocket. And there's a third model, which I think is going to be really good for a lot of you who are not technical, but it's called the We Build It model. This is where our company, Go Mobile Solutions, makes the app for your client. We become your app development company. And you can go out there and sell an app to a business for $1,000 to $3,000. And what Go Mobile is going to do is going to take $300 of whatever you charge that customer for, and they're going to keep $300. So it's a pretty good exchange. I mean, honestly, anyone on this webinar, would any of you be upset to sell an app for $3,000 and then give $300 of it away to make $2,700? I mean, any of you be upset about that? I mean, that's huge. I'd trade $300 to make $2,700 every day, all day long. And then it takes Go Mobile, our company, about 3 to 5 business days to build that app for that client to completion. And you don't have to mess with any of that, okay? You just got to collect the data. So this is a great model. A lot of people like it because they don't have to be so involved. There's also the You Build It model, where you create monthly income by adding value and services to the client, $50 to $1,000 a month, like SEO work, website optimization work, domain researching, social media, you name it, all the stuff that you'd sell to a local business. Now you can do that as a back end. And you can charge $50 to $1,000 a month to maintain their app, make changes in the app. So sky's the limit on the monthly income you can get from a person who's bought an app from you. Well, the 5th way you can make money with a mobile app is from what's called an affiliate app. This is where you create an information product, like my diet recipes app. I have a recipes app where we share with people how they can lose weight who follow a certain diet, the HCG diet plan. And then in that app, I'm giving information and recommending products, and everything is a resource, but it's through affiliate links. So all the links they're tapping on, all the information they're going to go get more information about is through an affiliate link, and if they buy something based on my recommendation, I'm going to make a commission from that recommendation. It's like the way ebooks used to get made 20 years ago. People would put affiliate links in their ebook, and they get as many people as they could to download that ebook. And sometimes it was really hard to sell, an ebook for $27 or $47. Not a lot of people would buy it. They thought it was too much money. I'm selling my diet recipes app at 99 cents a pop, just 99 cents a pop, and without any promotion or publicity, we've had hundreds of people download it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a case study that shows you how much money this HCG Diet Recipes app has made for me in just the last first 5 weeks since it got started. So here's the first number you see from February 27th to April 1st. 434 people paid 99 cents to download my app in the first 5 weeks. I also have the app in Android's market. It's called Google Play, and we had 83 total downloads in the Android market. And then we're also recommending some HCG diet drops where we get paid a $30 commission for each bottle we sell. We sold 2 bottles. And then we're recommending other apps. Most of you don't even know this, but Apple has an affiliate program. You can sell apps and make a commission. And most of you don't even know that. So we're recommending other apps that we think are really complementary to our app. And we've had over 35 orders, and we've made $9.64 EPC. That means earnings per click. So for every click on that mobile app we recommend, we're making $9.64 a click. Okay, that's pretty powerful. So we're making a lot of money. And the total price here, you look at, here's how much we've made. 517 downloads from Apple and Android. First 5 weeks, we make a 70% commission from Apple. So we times it by 70 cents, and we made $361.90. We've had 35 cross-app downloads at 59 cents each. It's $19.48. And then we've had 2 HCG diet bottles sold, $30 commissions each, 60 bucks, $441. This is in the first 5 weeks with zero publicity, zero promotion. People found the app on accident, or they were looking for HCG diet stuff, and they found my app in the App Store, and they downloaded it, and they're spending 99 cents every pop. Okay? I mean, how cool is this, you guys? This is information products. You can make apps that do 3 apps that do 400 bucks a month each. That's 1,200 bucks a month. You can do 5 apps at 400 bucks a month. That's $2,000 a month. And if you're really ambitious, you get 10 apps built your first couple months starting in the business. Even if on a real conservatively, if those apps did 400 bucks per month, you're making $4,000 a month just from app downloads. I was at a seminar a couple months ago, and I met this kid who was like 26 years old, and he's doing $30,000 a month just in downloads of people buying apps from him in the App Store. That's how big this market is, you guys. It's possible to make a passive income with information marketing apps, just like I've done with the Diet Recipes app. So our focus, though, is building apps for small businesses. And you can go out there and build apps for small businesses and sell those apps to those businesses for thousands of bucks. Or you can build information marketing apps. It's completely up to you. But we start you off with 28 templates that allow you to build the app. And here's the listing of some of those 28 templates. Some of my favorite are food and dining, let's see, the bars, golf courses, musicians and bands. Then on the other column here on the right, we've got nonprofit groups, politicians, real estate, churches, synagogues, restaurants, day spas. Those are some of the low-hanging fruit. Those are the ones you want to go after. Those are the ones you want to tackle, because those are the ones that are going to allow you to make a lot of money, because those businesses are uniquely benefiting from mobile apps because they already have an existing client base, If they can get that client base to come back to their store from a mobile app and get them to spend more money, to purchase more products at a higher volume, that makes the business more money, which makes you the local business hero. So 28 app niche templates. They have 28 different niches. I'll show that to you guys how it works. And if one doesn't exist, it's okay. You can create one from scratch. And it's very simple to do that as well. On the next slide, I'm going to show you 32 app features. I'm going to highlight a few of those 32 because it would take us all day if I went through each one of the features our apps can do, the benefits and features. But here they are, 32 features. You can do a one-touch calling tab where they tap the app and it calls the business phone number just at the touch of a button. You can email photos to the business if you're at the business having fun and you're taking pictures with you and your friends, or you have a great meal, take a picture of your food. People do that. They call it food spotting. They take pictures of food and they send it to people so they can look how delicious my steak is. And anyway, that's what people are into. So you can have them send photos to you, the app owner, and you can put it in an image gallery. You have an events tab where you can post events and special functions. A fan wall where you can put testimonials and reviews, and people can share, publicly stuff on the fan wall. We have a mobile food ordering tab where you can order food that can be delivered curbside or delivered to your house. This is revolutionary. People pay $5,000 to $25,000 just to make a custom food ordering system that they can, order food from, but we got it built into our app. So every restaurant you sell, you can have people use their mobile phones to order off the menu and have that food hot waiting for them when they go pick it up curbside. We've got loyalty programs. There's two different types of loyalty programs we have. There's the GPS coupon and the QR coupon. I'll explain what the GPS coupon does and what the QR coupon does as I go through the presentation, but you'll see it makes sense. Basically, the GPS coupon is kind of like Foursquare, where you check in and you get points every time you check in. The more points that you get when you check in with our app, it can open up benefits and rewards and special offers for your customers. There's the image gallery. There's an info tab, which is basically a content tab. So anything you can put on a website basically can go in the information tab. You could build a website right there inside the info tab if you wanted to. Mailing list. You can put squeeze pages inside these apps, you guys, and build mailing lists. Mortgage calculator, music tab, podcast tab, QR coupon where they scan a QR code. Every time I scan that QR code, it gives them a point, and after they accumulate so many points, again, opens up a loyalty bonus for shopping often and buying often at the place of business. You can link your RSS feeds from your blog, so you can put your blog posts inside of an app. We even have a shopping cart app, you guys, tab I should say, where the you can do selling whatever you want to sell right inside the app. Okay, whatever products and services, physical products, digital products, can be sold right inside of the app, and that's another big time saver for businesses who are trying to find mobile shopping carts. It's already built into our app, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty cool. There's a Tell a Friend app, which lets you virally share the app. There's voice recorder, and there's website tab. You can put any website URL that exists on the internet right inside the app tab, where they can visit any website you want them to see. And you can even embed videos, including your YouTube channels, inside the app. So those are just, that's not all 32, but it's some of the best features that I love about our apps, and I think you guys are going to see that it's pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to identify a niche, and then how to go out there and build an app for that niche. So first of all, you got to pick a niche market. You all know what a niche market is, right? That's kind of up here. These are all niche markets. So pick a niche off this list that you want to build an app for, and then you're going to go out there and get some ideas about it. So in this case, we're going to pick a niche. We're going to pick a restaurant niche. That's what we're going to go with today for our sample, is a restaurant. And then we're going to search for that restaurant on the internet, and we're going to learn about that company from their website, and then we're going to take information from their website and we're going to use it to build the mobile app. And then step 3 is we're going to build that prototype, which is kind of like the beginning of the final edit version of the app, and we can do it in 60 minutes or less. Every single one of you could do this in 60 minutes or less, and then you could turn around and go out to a business. You could sell that out to a business for anywhere from $500 to $3,000. Okay, so using the Go Mobile software makes this all possible. so you don't have to go out there and write any code whatsoever. It's that simple and that easy. So we're going to go ahead and build an app. I'm just going to go onto the internet, and we're going to go to our website where we build our apps. Again, it doesn't matter if it's PC or Mac. You can use a PC or Mac to log in and build an app. So we're going to log in. First screen you see when you log in is it's going to ask you to pick an industry. There's 28 niches, right? So there's 28 different industries here that you can select from. And whenever you select from one of them, it's going to put the recommended tab in, and it's going to give you some optional tabs. So these are the features. All these little icons here are features. If you want to know what these features do, you just mouse over them. A little pop-up comes up and tells you what these features do. I'm going to put the RSS feed, sell products in there, photo gallery, and if you want any of these optional stuff to show up over in the recommended tab, you just check the boxes and select the boxes. You can put social media sites in there: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, YouTube. All you gotta do is just check the box, click on Save Features, and Continue, and it builds the app for you guys in 3 seconds. Okay, so we just did step one. That was all step one, selecting which tabs to put into the app. And we just used the recommended one and add a few more. Building apps is easy. It's 5 steps. You see the 5 steps across the top? The second step is to put content inside the first part of the app. The tabs we created all need content. And we can rearrange these however we want. We can grab Twitter and Facebook and put them towards the top just by dragging the green arrows and just dropping them up here. So now Twitter and Facebook is up here at the top. Drag and drop simplicity. Okay, so let's put some content in here. We got Services tab, Gallery, so we click on Services, and we just click on Add New. And what you see here is a WYSIWYG editor. Now, 10 points to someone in the chat who can tell me what WYSIWYG stands for. Who is the first person in the chat box who can tell me what WYSIWYG stands for? 10 points. Let's see. Jackie Scully, you got it. What you see is what you get. So this little editor is called What You See Is What You Get. It's the exact same editor that you guys would use when you would type a Google Gmail. It's the same interface you'd use when you do a Microsoft Word document. It's the same interface you use if you're doing a blog post. So all of you who've done those things have all the skill set you need already existing to build an app, because you're all familiar with just whatever you put in here is what it shows up as. What you see is what you get. So all you do is put content in here. You can load images from your computer right in here and upload images from your computer in here and show pictures in there, and that's how you put content inside the WYSIWYG editor. So you just go through each one of these tabs and you'd add your information. You'd add the Twitter link from the website. You'd add the Facebook link from a website. Here's the spa wall where they can put comments, and you can't see anywhere they can put comments here because we haven't built it yet, but you see the date the comment was made and the name of the person who made it. You can submit photos, upload photos, check in with the loyalty coupon, check in with the loyalty QR coupon. I'll show you those a little bit. Here's a blog RSS feed. All you're doing is just grabbing data from their website and you're just putting it here. Go find their RSS feed on their website, and then you just put that RSS feed here. Okay, you can put their YouTube channel here. All you need is their channel name. It's that simple, you guys. And if you don't know, type a US or RSS channel or just the URL of your YouTube channel, and then all your videos will show up right here in the app. Then you've got tips for tipping. Add a new website. You can add a new web view. You got Around Us. You can add different locations and put the categories of locations on there on a map. Notepad. Voice notes. So that's it, you guys. You just go through each one of these tabs, fill in the content from the particular business you want to build an app for, and then with 60 minutes or less, you'll be done building an app. Now, I've already got one that's built for you guys, and we're going to build an app for a restaurant in Woodbury. I'm going to show you how to do this. We're going to pick restaurants as our niche, and we're going to pick a city with restaurants, and there's Woodbury, Minnesota, which is close to my house where I live in Cottage Grove. So you just go to Google and do a search for Woodbury, Minnesota restaurants, And then Google's going to show you a map over here with all these red dots. Those are all businesses that are restaurants. So I can target each one of these businesses and call them, mail them a postcard, send them an email, put a sales guy in charge of it. It doesn't matter how you do it. And they can call on all these businesses and try to get sales for the app. Now, one of my favorite restaurants is Sunsets, and we're going to build an app for them. So we picked a niche, we searched for that niche online, and now that we're online, we're going to study their website, and we're going to do some things here. So write these down, it's really important. We're going to look for their logos, identify their logo. We're going to identify pictures that we can put into the app. And we're going to identify other things. So we're going to drill down deeper here. Let's go to Woodbury location, and we're going to check out their website. We're going to see they've got Facebook. They've got a Twitter account. They've got a reservation tab that you can order reservations. They're doing gift cards. They got an e-saver club as well. Okay, and then they got all these other sub menus here. Okay, menu, events, directions, and about us and contact. So I'm going to use all this information to surmise what I think should be in their app. And the very first step in building an app is called building the home screen. So here's how that works. We're going to log into this app that we already built earlier. We're going to go to their home tab, and we're going to remove their home screen. But when you guys start this, every app you have is going to have this blank screen here. It's going to need a new home screen image. It's that first image they see when the app downloads. This is probably the most difficult part of the app building process. It's just making a really good looking home screen. And I'm going to show you how to build that home screen for Sunsets. I'm going to use a piece of software called Snagit. And Henry will link you guys up in the chat box with the link to get Snagit so you guys can download that. All you got to do is you hit the print screen button, you grab what you want to grab from the website, and you're going to grab graphics. So I'm going to take this logo right here. I'm just going to take the Sunsets logo and capture that part, and it puts it over into Snagit for me right here. And then I'm going to capture this 2 location pictures right here. So I'm just going to grab those. Okay, got that. And Snagit's going to put it over here. And then I'm going to use the background of the mahogany wood as the background of the app. So I'm just going to grab some wood texture. So I'm going to snag a big piece of that wood texture here and put that in here as well. So I've got 3 pieces of content I took from the website. I've got the logo, the picture, and this background grain. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to build the foundation of the home screen. So we're going to go in Snagit, click on New. We're going to set the dimensions for the width to be 320 pixels wide by 420 pixels high. So write those dimensions down. 320 pixels high or wide, 320 pixels wide by 420 pixels high, and then you're going to be transparent. You're going to have the transparent canvas color, and click on OK. And it's going to build your home screen image. This is the exact dimension of your home screen image. So the goal now is to take these pieces of content and put it into this blank canvas. And that's really easy to do by doing copy paste. Okay, that's all we're going to do. Watch me build this home screen image with no graphic skills whatsoever, just using copy and paste, which all of you can do. So I go here to the base, I right click, copy, come to the base, right click, paste, and now I've got, see how it's all covering the base here? So it's all inserted, covering it, you know, edge to edge. Then we're going to take the Sunsets logo, right click, copy, right click, paste. And we can resize it by kind of grabbing these little white dots and kind of resizing it to whatever image size we want. And then we can reposition it so it's nice and centered. Okay, I got that in there. And then we're going to go to the 2 location images, right click, copy, right click, paste. And then we're going to say no. And now look how big this image is, right? So we got to shrink it down by grabbing the white corners and shrinking it. That's too small right there, right? We want to do bigger than that. So let's just grab it and make them bigger. Right about there. Scooch it over, position it right about there, And now we've got a nice home screen image. We're going to leave the bottom 1/4 of the app open. We don't want any text or anything down here at the bottom because we're going to have some icons that scroll across the bottom of the screen here. So we're going to leave that open. That's it, you guys. I just built the home screen image. Of highlights the Wayzata location, the Woodbury location. I'm just going to go up here and say save. And I'm going to save this and call it Sunsets to my computer. And I'm done. I just built the home screen image. Okay, so that's it. So now we're going to go over here to the app that we're going to build. And we built this app earlier. We just went over here and we selected all the functions. We just say add new tab. We put all the different tab functions. There's 32 tab functions I told you. Here's a list of all 32 of them right here. Okay, so just grab these tabs, select which one I want to use, and then assign an icon image to it. Mailing list tab, I go look for some kind of a mail icon that's in here. There's like 300 icons you can choose from. And once you've found a good icon that fits what you're looking to do, I'll just use this as an example. And then pick one down here, save changes, and it adds it to the app down here. Okay. Then you can delete it if you don't want it. Like I said, you can reorder any of these any order you want just by dragging the green arrows and moving and shifting things around. So let's show you how to put content in here now for real. So we're going to go to our computer and we're going to upload into the home screen the file we just made, the home screen image of sunsets. Just go find it on our computer. Where do we save it? We called it sunsets, so we're going to go to S, and here it is, sunsets, and just open it and then upload the image. And now that's how we get the image on the home screen on our computer, just right here. Real simple, you guys. If you want to make it for a mobile iPad, here's the iPad, and you upload the image for the iPad in there as well. Okay. Notice it's a different number here, 640 by 640 by 840. I still like the 320 by 420 size. That works just as fine. Okay, so now call us. All we have to do is just add the data. So look, edit. All I have to do is just make a title, put the phone number of the business in there. That's easy. Order out. This is the mobile food ordering process. It's quite elaborate. So you'd say manage items, and you call the app. You make a section up, appetizers, whatever you want to call the section of the menu, and then you'd add items to it, and you say add new item. And then you go in here and just fill in all the details. You could have an image of what the item looks like if you wanted to. You could have a URL of where that image is on the internet, link to it. You can have this item is only available during certain times of the day. The item name, what category it goes into, description, where you put like what this food item is. You can put the size, the price here, the price over here, if it's tax exempt, and all these options down across the bottom. So you just put one item at a time. It's kind of cumbersome, takes a long time to do, doesn't it? But that's how you put each item into the food ordering out menu. And then they can link it to their PayPal, their Google checkout, their authorized.net account. And they can even have the orders go right to the kitchen of the restaurant. And we have a mobile printer where every order that comes in gets automatically printed on a mobile printer right there in the kitchen, so nobody misses an order. So that's the order out tab. I'm not going to spend the time to fill that out because it would take quite a while, right? A lot of items on the menu. Here's their menu. And so how do we get the menu stuff in here? We go look at their website. And here it is, menu. Here's all their stuff on their menu. All these different areas here. They have pizzas, sandwiches. Look at this. Let's take the brick ovens. We're just going to right-click this and highlight it all. And then we're going to right-click, copy. We're just copying this text. And then we're going to add in the menu items. Here we're going to say add new item. And we're going to say pizza. And then down here in the WYSIWYG editor, watch this, you guys, Control V. I just pasted everything I just copied from the website right in there. And then I could do CCCCC, which is the background color of that particular page. See the page is kind of like the silver color here. So I happen to know that CCCCC is the background color. Update it. Now I got the background, this gray background color going. If I had a picture of a pizza on my computer, I can just put it right in here. Or I could go get a picture from the internet. Watch this. You could go to images.google.com. You can type in brick oven pizza and get a nice picture of a pizza like this one right here. And I'm just going to drag it up into the app, down right into this spot right here, let go of it, and now I've got the pizza right in the app. And I can highlight it, center it like you would on a Microsoft Word document. I can make this text bold. I can make it bigger, size 18 font if I want to. I can activate the tab so it's going to show up in the app, and I can save changes. I could even put a little icon if I wanted to of the pizza right here, upload image. It'll put it as an icon tab. Okay, so now I've got all these different menus. I can rearrange the menus really simply. So recreating everything inside the app, you guys, is really as easy as getting a good website that's got everything you need on it. If you don't have all the content on a website, it makes it much more cumbersome and time-consuming. But most businesses have a website. Okay, you got an events tab. You can have a Mother's Day brunch coming up, Father's Day brunch coming up. All we do is just put the date, the title of the event. You just add an image to it, put some text in it, save it. Father's Day brunch, same deal. Date, title, added a picture in there, put some text in there, save changes, and we just go through that process. You can have recurring events that happen every week. Ladies' night out, certain bands that play, you want to showcase the concerts. This is where you put them in the events tab, and it automatically allows them to sync their Google Calendar to these events on the app, which is nice and handy. Here's the QR coupon. This is where your loyalty coupon is. We scan a QR code. In this case, download our app, show it, scan the QR code, and you're going to get a free drink. So we go to edit this. It says download the app. I should say scan QR code, and then get a free drink. So just for downloading the app and then scanning the QR code, they'll get a point, and then they'll get a point after downloading the app. It gets people to download the app because they want the free drink. We can say only one time they can use it, and they can't use it after 24 hours. And we could put a file picture in there, put a description of what the coupon does, fill all that information, save changes. Okay, that is really quick and simple, but it's really, really simple, you guys, to do this. Tip calculator. Okay, all we do for tip calculator is add a background image. That's all we need. And then what happens is you can figure out the food bill, split the bill amongst all those who are eating together with you that night, and everyone knows their tip amount. That's built right into the food ordering and the food apps. Check-in. This is the GPS check-in. Looking like Foursquare. Just check in on Foursquare. That's like the same thing. They check in here. You can name the coupon, the loyalty program, the date it starts, date it ends. It's available in one location, multiple locations, all locations. So you can be specific for which locations will get certain coupon codes. You can do target check-in amount, like 1 time or 6 times. You can do how many times can they check in before the next time. You know, make sure there's a little break of time there, so they don't sit there go check in, check in, check in, check in every 5 seconds. And then if they can use it again after it's been used, or if the coupon's active. Upload image, coupon descriptions. Okay, all you gotta do is fill in each of these informations, and if you go to the help desk tab up here, the help desk tab shows you everything you need to know about each of the functions, each of the 32 functions, how it works, what you're supposed to put in there, there's videos and 2 trainings. You know, what's a 2-tier info tab, and if you go to the 2-tier info tab, you know, it tells you what it does, how it works. Okay, so there's all kinds of training in here to show you guys exactly why this works, how it works. Okay, let's see, QR coupons. What is a QR coupon? So here it explains to you what the QR coupon is, how it works, how to scan the barcode by putting your app in front of the QR code and then scanning it. Okay, and then what it does. Okay, so there's lots of great training in here to show you what each of these tabs do. Here's the newsletter tab. This is for squeeze pages. Join our mailing list, get discounts, and you could have them connect with any of these autoresponder companies, Aweber, Infusionsoft, whatever autoresponder you use, or data management system you use. You can link into that and have a squeeze page. Email photo tab, fan wall, Twitter. You just get the Twitter account name and paste it in there. Facebook, same thing. Get their Facebook account name, paste it in there. So you just go through this meticulously from each website you're going to build from a business, and you take the best stuff off of it and you recreate it inside the app. You don't try to put everything in there, just enough so people are on the go can get exactly the information they need, because that's all they're looking for anyway. So the step 3 out of the 5 steps is appearance, where you can change the appearance of the app. There's 2 types of apps. There's premium designs and there's classic. The premium is the best one to use because you can control these images down here. You can control the colors of these images. You can control the text color underneath the images, what those text items say. You can get very specific and customized about the header image up here on top, change the color, change the texture. It gives every app a better customization. There's also the classic design, which is the more traditional look. And a lot of the apps we used to make were on the classic platform. And you see here the apps across the bottom, the icons are much different. Okay, so there's a lot of difference between the classic, which is very steady Eddie, and the premium version, which I think is the best version to use. So we're building all of our apps in the premium version. Just makes more sense. Okay, and then once you've gone through here and calibrated everything the way you wanted it, you go to step 4. And on step 4, you can actually preview the app on an app emulator. This is an iPhone emulator. It emulates what an iPhone would look like with the app running. So you hit the play button. It's going to load the app up here. Watch what it does. Everything slides around, kind of nice and cool. Okay, so you see how this header's cutting into the Sunsets logo? We could adjust that and move this down and go recreate that and move the logo down a little bit so it doesn't get cut off by the header items on top if you wanted to. But down here, you just scroll through the menu. You see all the icons and everything we picked is right there. Here's what Facebook looks like inside the app. It's just their website. Here is, let's see, we got Twitter right there inside the app. Any website that exists on the internet can be put right into a page or into a tab inside the app. Here's the fan wall. Here's the newsletter where they can put the squeeze page. Okay, name and email address capture box. You've got the check-in loyalty program, the tip calculator, how much the food is, what percentage you're paying, number of people, and it calculates everyone's per tip. Here's the events tab, Mother's Day brunch, Father's Day brunch, and that's what it looks like inside the tabs. Let's see what else we got. We got the menu. Let's check out the pizza tab we just added to the deal. Here's the pizza tab, and you can see all the pizzas. We can just take all these different menu items and add it into the mobile ordering section, and we can do the mobile ordering. One touch call the business, yes or no. And then they've got this home tab where you can call the business, get turn-by-turn directions, or tell a friend by email, Facebook, Twitter, SMS. That's nice viral sharing features built right into the app, so it gets shared amongst all their friends. Free advertising for the business owner. Step 5 is the publishing tab, where you're going to publish the app. You just put the keywords, think about keywords, think about the description, and you upload your app icons, your screenshots, the splash loading screens, and upload all that on the step 5 phase, and then you're ready to be submitted to Apple's App Store and Android App Store to be added in there. And just in case you're wondering, it takes about 2 weeks to get approved in Google to go in their App Store. They're very generous. They're very liberal. Just about any app you can think of, Google will approve it. I had one app I submitted, and it was in the App Store less than 24 hours later. Okay, so it can be very quick. But Apple, on the other hand, is not that way. Apple's very strict on what they let into their stores. So you got to make sure you're always understanding their terms and conditions. Okay, two more things I'll talk about. Messages tab here. You can send a push message that's 128 characters, coupons, discounts, special offers, URLs, and links. Okay, whatever you want to send as a message, it shows up on the push message right here. You see this little blue box. It's going to show up right on the front of the phone this way. Okay, you hit the send button and it pushes that message out there to everyone's phone. Everyone who's downloaded the phone will get that push message in any country in the world, whether that phone is whether that app is live or not. As long as they've downloaded the app and they said, do you give us permission to send you push messages, then you can send a push message to anybody who's got that app on their iPhone or their Android phone. That's very powerful marketing. Last tab to show you is the Analytics tab. This is where you can showcase the downloads. How many people downloaded an Android? How many people downloaded on the iPhone version? You can track that every single day. Okay, so that's app building 101, you guys. We just kind of built you that Sunsets app and showed you how to copy paste everything in there. We showed you how to drag and drop and build a home screen image with Snagit. And so I believe every single one of you who join us today, that you could go out there and build an app. As a matter of fact, I want to see in the chat room, you guys, type in the chat room if you think you could build an app with just exactly like I did, copying and pasting information from the web. I want you to type "I can do this" in the chat, or say "this is easy," or just let me know how many of you think you can do this. Okay, look at all these people, Henry. There's like a ton of them in here. So yeah, definitely. Everyone says I can do it. Marcy says, yeah, I think so. Piece of cake is what Charlene says. Alton says, I can do this. So I appreciate that, you guys. I mean, I just want to make sure you guys see yourself succeeding with this. Otherwise, it's no sense in going any further with this webinar if you don't think you can go out there and be successful yourself. So let's continue on. The benefits to the local business. Remember, more leads, more customers, more sales, more exposure. That's what the mobile app's going to give them. It's going to give them more of what they want. Leads, customers, sales, exposure, traffic. Okay? The apps give them the benefit to engage their customers and build loyalty. It gives them easy turn-by-turn directions at a push of a button, one-tap calling to call the restaurant to make a reservation, or even just log into the app and make a reservation right inside the app. You can, if you use OpenTable, you can link to any OpenTable website, and they could do reservations right inside the app through the link to that specific website. You just put that website URL into the app. Push messages, okay, the power of those amazing push messages that can go out to send discounts and coupons and special offers. You're going to hear a case study of a guy who used push in a few minutes to make over $1,600 in about 60 seconds. You can grow email lists with the app squeeze pages. And you can get that viral buzz and viral excitement from the buzz marketing tab, where you can send people to download the app on Facebook, Twitter, email, and it posts on your Facebook page. It posts on your Twitter account when you want to share it with your friends, and more people can download it from the app stores that way. So it's really cool. And then you can get instant feedback. There's the social walls I was telling you about, where people can put testimonials and reviews. And there's that strong branding where your app is occupying space on a phone. They're going to see it all the time. And I'm hungry. Where do you want to go to eat tonight? Hey man, let's go to Sunsets. I don't know why. I got Sunsets on my mind. It's because they see it on their phone all the time, and so they keep going back to the place that's one of their favorites. Okay, so here's some fees that Go Mobile collects, and let me go through these different fees. The first is a submission fee. When Go Mobile is going to, remember, they're going to let you keep all these commissions. They're going to let you keep 100% of the commissions. And if they're going to do that, how do they make money? So they've got to have a fee structure as well. Every app that you submit to be pushed into Apple or Google, there's a $99 fee. It covers both stores. So one-time $99 fee, you get to submit your app to Android and Apple. A human being will actually review your app. So a real live person will actually look at every single app that gets submitted to make sure that the app has been completely developed. Nothing's been left undone. Nothing's been left to finish later. It has to be completed before you submit it, and a human being hand reviews every app. So we have to pay somebody for that. It's $99. You collect this fee and you pass it to Go Mobile on behalf of your customer. So you charge your customers the $99, and then let's say you charge them, $2,000 for an app. You can charge them $2,099. Take the $99 you made, give it to Go Mobile, or you can take their credit card info and you collect your $2,000 for your app, development fee, and then you go into Go Mobile's website and you enter all the business's address and you enter their credit card for the $99, and Go Mobile takes it directly that way. So it doesn't matter whether you pay it or the customer pays it. Somebody's got to pay it. There's also the app creation fee. Remember, Go Mobile will build your apps for you. If you're too lazy or don't have enough time, or you just don't feel like you understand this technology enough to do it yourself, it's okay. You can have people go out there and sell apps for you, pay them a commission. And then when they sell an app, you give it to Go Mobile, and they build it for you at $300 a cost. Okay? So again, this is optional. No one has to do this, but it sure is great to have someone else do all the work for you. There's a $39.95 low monthly maintenance fee. It covers 5 things. Ongoing software upgrades, 24/7 access to the back office to make any changes on the app on the fly, unlimited Skype, phone, and email tech support. So we're open Monday through Friday. Our company's in Newport Beach, California. You can give us a call 9 to 5 every weekday. Somebody will answer the phone live and support you. No one's going to get left behind. This is amazing support. Or again, the $39 fee goes to cover the fact that we've got human beings answering the phones for you so you can get help when you need it. It also covers the hosting fee. Every app has an Android version, an Apple version, and a mobile website version. So there's 3 different pieces of software we have to host on a server. That costs money as well. That's built into the cost. And then every app has the push notification messages built right into them so that you can send the push notifications to your customers. That's included in the $39.95 maintenance fee as well. Now, check this out. A customer is going to pay the money directly to Go Mobile Solutions. You're not acting as a white label. You're not taking that $39 and marking it up to $100 and they pay you, and then you pay Go Mobile. The way this thing works out is you have to have this customer pay the money directly to Go Mobile. So you have to let them know we work with a company called Go Mobile Solutions. They're the software provider of the technology that we build these apps with. So they're going to be charging you a $39 fee. There's no contracts, no long-term, no short-term. They quit when they want to quit. Their app will get removed from the App Store. The last fee is optional, but I highly recommend you do it. And this is getting your own Apple developer account where all of your apps that you publish will go under your app excuse me, burp in there. All the apps will go under your company developer account, which I think makes you look like a bigger company. You want to have that prestige. You want to have your own apps under your own app developer account. So Apple's $99 a year. Google charges $25 a year to have a Google Android developer account. And that's where you go get those set up. Now, we've got a lot of different types of apps. Remember I said there were 28 niches of apps that you can build around different niches. These are restaurant apps, dining apps, where people can go and get information about the restaurant. They can see the menus ahead of time. They can engage with the turn-by-turn directions. They can call the restaurant. They can do the tell-a-friend sharing. So you see that what really matters here on these home screens is to make that home screen pop. Get a really clean, really nice image on that home screen, and the businesses are going to absolutely love you. Okay. Then you've got the Wine Coach, which is a information app. Okay, this is just an example of an information app where Lori Foster or Forster is using her app to educate people about drinking wine and enjoying wine. demystifying wine one glass at a time. And she's got her podcast linked into the app. So all she did was just take the RSS feed of her podcast from iTunes. She put it into the app, and now people can listen to her podcast show right inside of their app. That's pretty sweet. No hard technology there. There's the Wiggy Wash. It's a car wash. They've got loyalty coupons. They got all kinds of information inside here. One of the loyalty coupons is the QR code. So in this case, it says 0 out of 10. Free Wiggy Basic Wash, 0 out of 10. So I'm going to have to click on that. And when I click on it, and it'll open up the camera device on my phone, and then I can find the QR code. I scan it. It'll give me a point. It'll add a point, so 0 to 1. And then the next time I come there and buy a wash and I scan the code again, it puts it on a 2. And it tracks that on every individual phone specifically. Just like you guys would go to Subway, and you used to buy those sub sandwiches, and then they give you the tickets you put on the card, and after you got so many tickets or so many stamps, remember what you got? You got a free sub. You can do that with our mobile app. It's really powerful. So 10 scans, you get a basic wash. 15 scans, you get the classic wash. So all you do is you pay for your wash at the cash register. You get out your app, you scan this QR code. It makes the QR code for you automatically in the app. And then you press that scan QR code button here, and it would change that number from 0 to 1. And then it would ask you, it would say, keep coming back. Just check in another 4 more times or 9 times, whatever the case may be, to unlock the coupon. And then you can say OK, or you could tell your friends about the coupon, and it will post on your Facebook, Twitter, email, or SMS to tell your friends, hey, I just checked in at such and such location, and I'm getting a discount soon. Go here and get the app, and here's the link. So you can virally spread it out that way. We got golf course apps, you guys. One of our guys walked into a golf course, built an app for him, paid Go Mobile Solutions. At the time, he paid him $500. We used to charge $500 instead of $300. But he paid us $500. We built him a golf course app. He took it to the store, showed it to the manager of the golf course, and he walked out of there 40 minutes later with a $1,500 check. Okay, so it's super easy to do this, you guys. You don't have to be very technical. You show people the cool benefits these apps can do, how it's going to give them more leads, more customers, more sales, more exposure. I'm going to say that again and again and again because that's the magic words. Then once you show them how to get all those things, they're going to pay you as much money as you ask for because they want those things really desperately. So in the golf course app, you can keep scores of the golf course right in there on the app. No having to do it on the paper and the little pencils that break all the time. You got the lunch order form here so they can order food mobily on the 8th tee or the 9th tee before they make the turn. They can put their order in for lunch or a snack. And then when they go from the 9th tee to the 10th tee, they can stop in the clubhouse, go to the bathroom. There's their hot food waiting for them because they use that mobile food ordering right inside the app. How about real estate apps? Torelli Realty in Orange County, California. This is in Costa Mesa. They've got their properties listed inside of the app, showcasing the properties and the prices and all kinds of details. The rents, properties for rents inside the app. Even title companies are getting in the game. We've got a title company. They have 18 offices across the United States, one in each of the 18 states, and they've bought one app for all 18 offices at $1,000 an app. I gave them a discount for a volume discount. Instead of charging them $1,500, I said we'll do all 18 at $1,000 each. That's an $18,000 payday, you guys, and that's pretty cool. So even title companies are getting in the game, getting their own real estate apps where people can submit titles and order titles and make appointments all inside of the app. So how do you show this to a prospect? I told you earlier, there's on the mobile phone, you can download the Go Mobile Solutions app. So you can go to the app stores if you want to, you guys, and on Apple or Android. It only works on Apple and Android. It doesn't work on BlackBerry or Windows phones, just to make that clear. But you can download the Go Mobile Solutions app. Just type Go Mobile Solutions in the App Store, and then you'll download our app. You'll take the code from that particular business, put that code into your website and you can showcase it. So you've got see your app live is one way you can do that. We're also going to give all of you guys your own website when you join us today. It's called getyourapptoday.com. Then it'll be / whatever username you pick when you get your own system set up today. So I'm going to use my site, Jeff. So do getyourapptoday.com/Jeff. And here's my website that Gold Mobile built for me. You can see some apps showcasing across the top. And then down here, you get some text, features, goes through all the features of the app, preview. This is really cool. You can preview right on your own website several different codes. You see all these codes here? You could have your potential prospects say, hey, take a look at the SHB law firm app. If you're trying to sell to law firms, bring up the law firm app. Bring up the Kitchen and Bar, the Sharkies, the Torelli, Las Margaritas, Hurricane, Summit. Have them bring up the app and test it on your website. I'm going to show you guys a really killer looking app. This is from a TV show called American Guns. It's on Discovery Channel. But guess what? One of our resellers positioned American Guns, the company. They're called Gunsmoke, and they built an app for Gunsmoke, and I think it's one of the best looking apps I've ever seen. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show it to you. So all you do is you put in the app code. I happen to know it's Gunsmoke, and you just follow the instructions right here. Put the code in for the email address. Leave the password blank. Click the next button. Click the next button, and it's going to load the app up. So this is Gunsmoke. It's a company that sells guns, custom guns, and they also have a very popular TV show on the Discovery Channel. So here's their image gallery, where all the photos of the different personalities on the show show up, and you can just scroll through them. So it's a cool looking image gallery. These are all the personalities inside the show. They show their custom guns and their custom engravings they do and stuff like that. You can surf through all the different features. Here's their newsletter tab, and you just slide this thing to the left to see what else is in here. Let's see, they got some story behind the guns, the company, phone number. Oh, they do classes. So you see how you can put an image here on each tab. So they got concealed and carry classes, essential pistol class. Here's the stealth carry class. Let's check that one out. They don't have any prices here or dates available about essential pistols. $750 for a 3-day pistol class. Okay, you can click on the links and check for availability. $1,500 for a 5.5-day general pistol training class. Okay, these guys make, just so you know, millions of dollars a year selling guns and teaching about gun safety and stuff like that. And now they got this cool app, and they're bragging about it on Twitter. The guy who owns the company, the dad here, is posting on his Twitter account, hey, everyone go download our app. It's pretty cool. Here's our Twitter account for Kurt. I think that's his name. Kurt Wyatt. Yeah, there he is. So I saw it in here earlier. Here it is. Gunsmoke app is up and running in Android market. Apple still has us in line, but all the Android users search Gunsmoke guns. So he's all excited about 10 days ago. His app is live in the App Store. And he's giving it to people for free. Okay. Sometimes our emulator freezes up. Like you see here, the page kind of froze up. And just gotta wait a second, it goes away. Here's their Discovery Channel. They've got videos on here from Discovery Channel show right on this app. If I could just be patient and wait, it would load up all the videos, but I don't have patience today because I want to keep this thing moving. But let's see. We'll talk about gunsmithing. Where was the other page I want to see? Classes, Gunsmoke. Oh, here it is. This is all their shows. So American Guns on Discovery Channel. Here's a YouTube video built in right into the top. Okay. So this is a very cool app, you guys. Check it out. Just go to my site, getyourapptoday.com/Jeff, and then go to the preview tab, and you can put in the code Gunsmoke and play with that one a little bit and see what it does. You can also go to this website, see your app live, and show apps over there, but that's an older, outdated version of the app emulator. I don't necessarily like it so much as like I used to. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Oh, here we go. So here we go. Prospectors, gold miners from 1840s rushed to California to go in the California gold rush. Okay, that's where I see us being at today. We're at the beginning of this massive app gold rush, going to local businesses, showing them how to get more leads, traffic, and sales, and customers. And when we do it, it's like dipping our pan in the river and pulling up gold. Okay, now it's not easy. You do have to prospect. There is work involved, just like there was to mine gold. You got to put your back into it, and you got to go out there and talk to businesses. You got to show them how an app's going to help their business, and you got to show them how to make it affordable at a price that works. And you get to call the price points, whatever price you guys want to sell it for. It's your call. You sell it for $500, you can sell it for $3,000. Whatever they're willing to pay for it, you collect the money. You get to keep 100% of it. It's just like Gold Rush. It's just local business Gold Rush right now, you guys. It's massive. So where do you find those clients? How do you prospect? How do you get out there and put your pan in that river? Start with businesses and clients you already know. It's first step. Go do some internet marketing. You know, you're learning internet marketing from Jorg and from Nathan, different people. You've been on several webinars of other people. You've got courses. You should all know a lot about internet marketing at this point. And if you're just getting started, you know, educate yourself about how to advertise your websites and get the traffic to your websites. Okay, you can do Google Places, PPC. You can buy media. You can also get away from your computer, go to local businesses like networking groups and chamber groups and meetup.com and find people to go meet with face-to-face. Imagine that, getting away from computer and meeting people face-to-face. That'd be pretty cool. You can also use our lead machines tool. It's not free. It's just $97. But this is one of the best tools I've seen for finding local businesses, everybody. You just go and type in spray tan up here. You type in the city name. And it just instantly, in 7.7 seconds, gave me 48 leads in one niche in one city. So imagine how much fun you can have playing with this tool. It gives you the company name, address, website address, phone number, and the email if they've got one. So now you can hand this over to your sales team. They can call leads for you, get appointments for you to go in there and show mock-ups, demo apps. And then you go over there, show them how to get the app. And you can tell them, hey, I'll show you how to get the app for free. If you book an appointment with me today, I'll show you how to get your app for free. When's a good time for us to meet? Can we meet at 3 o'clock? And you get them to make little tiny commitments. Yeah, I can meet you at 3 o'clock. So then you go over there at 3 o'clock. You got the app on your phone. You've downloaded the Go Mobile app so you can showcase the app inside the app, right? And then you put it in the business person's hand. And you let them play with it. You let them swipe around with it. You let them kind of feel it and go, wow, this is really beautiful. This is really cool. And you want them to say, how much is this? And you say, or you want them to ask you, you said I could get this for free. How do I get this for free? And you say, well, the app will cost you, if you can do it today, $1,500. And they say, well, I can't do $1,500. Or I can say, I could easily do $1,500, but you said I could get it for free. Well, here's how you get it for free. If you give me 3 businesses that each buy an app, I will pay you a $500 referral fee. And if you give me more than 3 businesses, I will still give you a $500 referral fee. So every business you know out there that would love to get an app, just like you're going to have an app, then I will pay you a referral fee. And that gets a lot of businesses excited, because I've never met a business who is not opposed to making more money, especially in these really trying economic times. $500 in their pocket for just a referral, for doing nothing but just telling you about a business who actually goes ahead and signs up. That's a pretty easy sale for me, okay, and for them. So I'm happy to pass the savings along and give them that money back as a referral fee. And you should do the same. So we talked about a lot of stuff today, you guys. We went through this really quickly, didn't we? And hopefully, Henry, everyone over there, you guys have been doing a good job in the chat. I appreciate you guys dialoguing with Henry. Got a lot of questions that have been answered so far today. We have answered at this point. Let me just check and see if I can see it on the list here. We have answered well over 54 different questions, so I appreciate all the questions you guys have got in there. So in summary of what you've talked about so far today, I told you it was a 90-minute presentation, right? So in summary, we covered 5 ways you can make money with this system. Number one, you can use the software to build apps for a local business, and you can sell the system to another business. You can sell them their username and password. They log into the app building system. They build the app themselves. It's $300 to $500. You make that, your pocket, it goes in your pocket. You can build the app yourself. You can have a customer pay you $500 to $300 or $500 to $3,000. You keep all the money, and you just build the app yourself. Or you have a team and your own staff that can do it. That's okay too. Then there's the We Build It model, where Go Mobile makes the app for you. You can sell this app for $1,000 to $3,000 a pop. You pay Go Mobile $300. You keep the difference. It's really clean, really simple, 3 to 5 business days to make the app. And then there's the You Bill It model, where you create monthly income by adding value-added services. You know, I'll update your app every month with changes, 5 changes a month for $50 a month. Or I'll do some SEO services, or I'll do some Google Places optimization for you, or I'll do Facebook stuff, Twitter stuff, LinkedIn stuff. You add value to the kitty, and you can charge as much as $50 to $1,000 or more every single month just to maintain their app. Okay, I love that residual app fees that come in. And then we've got the affiliate app model. That's the one I told you about with the HCG Diet Recipes app, where it's an information product, and we're selling and recommending other products inside that app that if people buy through our affiliate links, we're making money. We're also making money selling that app 99 cents at a time. And we can sell that for as much as we want. We could sell it for $5 if we wanted to. And we'd probably get it. We probably wouldn't get a huge amount of sales, but we still probably get some sales. Unless you make a really cool app that everybody loves, then you're going to get a lot of downloads. Okay, so those are the 5 powerful ways you can make money with this. Let me give you some testimonials about businesses who use our apps and how it's helped them out. Key West Food and Wine Festival, man, they had 600 downloads in 6 days. This is a very prestigious food and wine festival in Key West, and we built them an app, and they used it to, you know, communicate during the festival with all the patrons there. And they built a list of people that they can sell back to come back to next year's event. So it was a great, great piece. The response, he says in the last paragraph, to the new app was an overwhelming wow, and they just can't wait to use it again next year. Then we've got our customers, just like people like you, men and women just like you, who came on the webinar just like you all did, and guys like Todd, Tim, and Clive, who had never built an app in their life, never touched a piece of code in their life, within days of being on these webinars, went out there and successfully sold apps to local businesses. And so I'm going to play for you guys some testimonials of 3 of our resellers who, again, are just like you, knew nothing about this. And you'll be really inspired with their success story, including Clive. The last one you're going to hear, wait till you see what he was able to do. This guy who had never built apps before, but what he did for his family because he got started in the business. So give me 2 seconds to queue up these audios, and I'm going to play them through the system.
Yeah, this is Tim Flaherty. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota. I got started with Go Mobile on August 1st, 2011. I got started with Go Mobile because they offered an innovative solution to help businesses grow, and I was very interested in helping local businesses and even national businesses grow and get better results. Well, we've sold 11 apps and submitted them to the app stores. We've got 3 of them live, and we've got another 20 proposals worked up that we're working with the clients on. The first one I did was a golf course, and I've done a realty firm, I've done a lawyer, I've done a triathlon store where they serve bikers and people that jog and run triathletes, and a wheelchair company, and really a whole different range all the time of businesses. I'm averaging 1,500. I've done some for 2,000, and a lot of these restaurants want high-level custom work, and I've got to quote 2,500 or 3,000 because of the extra shot fees they want. Yeah, I own another company called PlayOnGolf.com, and we did a mobile app for my business, and we are completing the production of a new DVD called Pure Force Golf, and we pushed out to 1,000 people. I got 1,000 subscribers in 45 days. And that was just for me posting it on Facebook and Twitter about 2 to 3 times in the first 30 days. I got 1,000 subscribers from that because people are viraling it out if they like it. They touch the screen and they share it with a friend through email, Facebook, or Twitter. So it virals out very quickly and through the social media. And I'm very excited because we got 54 sales of my DVD that we're charging $29.95 for, which is a really good test result. Before we've even finished production, we got money coming in. Well, if you're not sure if it's right for you, you got a decision to make. But if you want to help businesses grow, Go Mobile is basically a no-brainer. You can definitely help businesses go viral when maybe they're not even using social media very well or at all. They don't really have a fan page that's working. This will help promote their fan page and all of their presence online. So you can be a great benefit to anyone locally or even national.
You know, I've been on the program, I don't know, 3-4 weeks, something like that. Honestly, I had no idea as far as anything about mobile apps. You know, I really wasn't anything I was even pursuing. So I was on a webinar and just kind of heard some information about, you know, Go Mobile. And, you know, you talked about how they're not doing, how competition is really not doing any type of, you know, local marketing to, you know, to local businesses. So, you know, I kind of did a little checking around, and I went and met with some business owners, and I actually called 2 or 3 different web designers that also do mobile apps, and kind of found out, you know, hey, they're charging $15,000-$20,000, and there's really no focus whatsoever on the small businesses. So that's how I kind of got started, kind of jumped in and said, I think I could do that. So, you know, right out of the gate, I sold 3 my first week, which was awesome. You know, I sold 2 for $1,800, then the last one for $1,500. Then after that, I went right in, you know, started trying to recruit some people, which I have about 6 people now out selling on my behalf. I have probably 30 to 32 in the pipeline right now. I expect to probably close 5 or 6 next week. I got several of them already made, and you know, they really like them, so it's just a matter of closing them down. So it's been going fantastic. It's awesome.
My name's Clive Hilger from South Texas. I actually did just go out and do the program, implement in it, and accomplished it, and it worked, and it's blowing up. I mean, just even last night, I went to pick up a check, and this gentleman happens to own not only that club, but he owns a ton of other businesses too. And he's a businessman that knows a lot of businessmen. Well, all I had to do was follow the teachings, the Go Mobile training website, and I implemented it, went out. I've already have 3 apps that already went live. The first one that I did was a spa and salon called Avalon. The second one I did was a gym called 600 Plus Gym Spa. And the third one I closed was Empire Lounge, which is a nightclub downtown. All those are live right now in the App Store. This most recent sale was actually from a friend of mine that was a customer of his that set up a meeting for me to go talk to him, and we closed not only 1 app, but we end up closing 5 apps. And that generates for me an actual revenue of $15,000. I've only been in it for over a month now. I am so grateful to Go Mobile for all their help, attention, that helped me do my dream that I'm doing right now. I managed to save my house from foreclosure. I've managed to put money in my pocket, and now I know I'm going to have the money to be able to support my family, and it changed my life. And all I had to really do was follow the instructions and go out and do it.
How inspiring is that, you guys? I mean, Clive saved his house. It's going into foreclosure and got a $15,000 app contract from one business who wanted multiple apps from him. Then you heard from Todd Bright, who has hired salespeople to go out there and sell apps for him. He pays them a commission, and then he gives Go Mobile the deal, so they go build the app for him at $300 a pop. And then we got Tim Flaherty, who's built several apps as well, and he's also sent a push message. He had 1,000 people download his app in the first 45 days. He sent a push message to all 1,000 people, and he sold 54 DVDs to people who got the push message. That was how remarkable that was. Made $1,600 We must be doing something right here, Henry, tonight, because we're just getting bombed in the chat room right now. Henry, give me a link. Henry, give me a link. I want it. I want to be one of the first 15 people to get the offer today. So we do have an amazing special offer for you guys here today, and it is limited to only 15 people. And that's why I guess everyone's already asking for the link, because they want to be one of the first 15 people to get in there. So if you do want a link, we're going to give you a chance to get one of those links in just a second. But I'll tell you this. This is an amazing program. These guys don't have any skills. They do now because they went through our training, and they learned what to say, how to build an app, how to market the app. And we taught them everything they know, and now they're out there killing it. This is Todd Bright right here. This is Damian Zamora. He's the president and CEO of our company. Todd's first week, he went out there and sold 3 apps, 2 for $1,800, 1 for $1,500. He made $5,100 his very first week in the business. He's got 30 deals in the pipeline. He's about to close 6 deals. He's on the cusp of 6 more deals at $1,500 to $3,000 each, and he is making some ka-ching, some serious cash, you guys. He's one of our leaders. I can't wait for you guys to meet Todd. He's a great guy. Even 17-year-old Jaden is in the deal. Okay, here's a kid. Heard the webinar. Went out there, made his first sale, $1,500. He sold it to the Wiggy Wash, the car wash. We talked about their app earlier, and he made $1,000 profit. Now, why not, $1,200? Because we used to do the mobile custom app for $500. Then we lowered the price to $300. So it's only $300 now. But since then, when he got started, he profited $1,000. He put that in his pocket. 17-year-old high school kid can go out there and do this thing. So can you guys. Okay, if Jaden, who's a high school 17-year-old, can sell apps to local businesses, so can you. And then we've got Cheryl Paulson. I don't have a picture of Cheryl or her story slide, but Cheryl is a female who got an opportunity to go out there and speak in front of 36 martial arts studio owners. They're doing like a little marketing get-together, and she was invited to present on why they should have a mobile app for all their karate studios and dojos. She spoke in front of 36 people, and then what happened is 12 of the 36 said, yes, Cheryl, set us up. Build us a mobile app. She sold it to 12 studio owners, $2,000 a pop. So a 30-minute presentation turned into $24,000 income for her just for 30 minutes of her time. And I think that's pretty cool, you guys. So I told you about Bill Gates' story. He's short bursts of wealth is where you make a lot of money. We've got a window of 3 to 5 years. And you can either sit on your blessed assurances right now and say, everything's cool, I'm good, I don't need any extra money, or you can say what's working right now, it's not working, and I want to make money for the next 3 to 5 years in mobile because that's where everything's going now. I understand what you're saying, Jeff, and I want to be a part of that short burst of wealth. Okay? Wealth is created in short bursts by positioning yourself in front of massive growth, or what we would call the wave. Okay, and he made billions of dollars in just a 3-year period of time with his Microsoft systems. You can do the same with mobile apps. I don't know if you can make billions, but you can certainly make a nice 6-figure or more income. So who wants to make thousands of dollars building apps for local businesses that look beautiful, just like these apps do? If you do, we've got a very, very special offer for you guys. And here's a quote. To get what I've never had, I must do what I've never done before. And yes, you're going to have to take action tonight. You're going to have to do something you've probably never done before. And some of you said, I can do this in the chat box when I asked you guys a little bit ago. You said, yes, I can see myself doing this. And if that's you, then you've got a great opportunity in front of you. So who's ready to join us? If you're ready, I'm going to have you type a special phrase into the chat box. And when you type that special phrase into the chat box, Henry will give you a link so you can be one of the first 15 people to get the fast action bonus before they're completely sold out and gone, because we have very, very limited fast action bonuses. I believe at this point, with all the pre-sales we've got, I'm just checking my cell phone here, we've already got eight deals are already gone, you guys. So 8 out of the 15 are already gone here. I'm getting a text from one of the guys in the office. So we've got 8 out of 15. So if you want to be one of the next 7 people to get the bonus, you got to type the special password into the chat box. So here you go. As soon as I tell it to you, type it in. Henry will give you a link. The password is I am ready. Type that in the chat box. Every single one of you guys should be typing that in the chat box right now. I am ready. Hit that in the chat box if you're ready to go mobile, and we will give you a special link, and you got to hurry and hustle to the offer page and then put your credit card details in there as fast as you can so someone doesn't take your spot and you'll be left in the lurch, okay? So go there right now. Just be patient too, because Henry's going to have to give a link to every single one of you guys one-on-one individually. It's going to take him a while. But while he's doing that, I'm going to explain to you guys the mobile marketing cash profit system. In our package today, you're going to get your own custom done for you mobile app. We're going to build you an app. You can use it for your own business. You can use it for your first customer, and we'll build them a custom app if you want us to. You can charge that customer whatever money you want, and you get to keep 100% of the money. Okay, so a custom app, you don't have to build it yourself. That comes with the package today. We're also going to give you 3 licenses, and those licenses you can sell them for any local business, get a customer, and keep 100% of the profit. Okay, that's a $4,500 value. So you get a total of 4 apps with the package today. And if you want more, it's real simple. Send an email to our support team. We'll send you a bunch of codes so you can get more app codes. But they're $200 each, okay? So after your first 4 apps today, if you want to get more, every app has a $200 licensing fee. But if you stay with me for a few minutes, I'll show you how to make that licensing fee go away and disappear completely. So don't freak out. Listen closely as I share that with you. We got some great training for you. It's all online, video-based training, as well as support phone numbers and the team you can call when you need help. No one gets left behind. Training module number 1, building apps for profit. Exactly how to build apps in 60 minutes or less, A to Z, soup to nuts. 60 separate 60-minute trainings on how to build apps using our app building platform that I demonstrated for you guys today in that 20-minute demo I gave you. It's a $995 value. Training module 2 is called Selling Apps for Profits. It's how to sell, what to say, how to close the deal, how to overcome popular objections, how to get a yes every time you talk to a client. You know, there's a lot of psychology in play, a lot of NLP stuff, a lot of selling techniques that most of you were never taught before because you never sold stuff before. So what we did is we brought in the trainer of all trainers, Omar Periu. Omar has a sales training business. He bought the business from Tom Hopkins. Some of you might know the name. Tom Hopkins was like the premier trainer of all sales trainers in the world. And he sold his business to Omar. Damien Zamora, the owner of our company, knows Omar as a personal friend. And Omar came in and did some rock'em sock'em, you know, roll'em trainings to teach you guys how to close deals. 3 separate training modules, 60 minutes each. It's another $995 value. It's amazing stuff. It's the best stuff I've ever seen. Training module 3 is called Marketing Apps for Profits. It's all about getting the app to be consumed, how to have people find the app so they can download it and use it. So we're going to teach about the mobile ad networks. Just today I put an ad in the mobile ad networks to promote my HCG diet app, and I'm waiting for it to be approved. And I'm going to pay 3 cents for every click, and I'm hoping I'll get 70 cents for every download. So if I could pay 3 cents for every click and get a lot of downloads at $1, you know, each, I'm always going to make money, aren't I? Always going to make money on the positive side. So you can learn about mobile marketing. We're going to teach that to you. We're going to teach that to you. Mobile app review sites, how to use review sites to get more people talking about your app. How to use the keywords when you tool up your app and submit it in step 5 of the App Store. To go to the app stores, we talk about the description tag. We talk about, you know, the different icons you got to put in there in step 5. All that information, we teach you how to optimize your listing so it gets ranked really high. So your package today is, in summary, a custom designed app for you or your first client. It doesn't matter who you use it for. Use it for yourself. Use it for your first client if you want to, and keep all the money. Then we're going to give you 3 more licenses. You can go out there and sell, keep all that money as well. And then after that, every app has a $200 licensing fee. Then we've got the training modules. We're going to throw in 1 more training module. It's on real estate. So we're going to teach you how to go out there and pitch real estate investors and real estate brokers and agents why they should have their own app So there's a whole module just on real estate apps, you guys. So it's a bonus we're throwing in there for you guys today. Unannounced bonus. So it says 3 training modules. There's actually 4 with a bonus. There's the building apps for profits, there's the selling apps for profits, and the marketing apps for profits module. And then we're going to give you what I call a business in a box. We're going to tool you up so you have all the resources you need to be able to go out there and do this successfully. See, we make sure you guys are totally covered with everything you need. So you're going to get your own website, getyourapptoday.com. I showed you that website earlier. You're going to get your own sample business contracts and proposal that you can suggest when you go to a business person and sell them an app. You can use that contract to close the deal. It's a very good contract. 10 ways to help local business owners with apps. It's a great document for showing the benefits of why they need to go mobile. Local business PowerPoint file that you can use for your presentations to do one-on-one meetings or to stand in front of a big group like Cheryl did and get 12 deals at $2,000 per deal and make $24,000 for doing a 30-minute speech. Okay, sample salesperson, graphic designer job descriptions, all that so you can hire a sales force, build a design team who's going to build apps for you. So hey, you don't want to pay Go Mobile $300 an app? You can bring your own in-house team if you want to. They can build apps for you too. It's completely up to you how you want to do your business, you guys. We're going to coach you every step of the way. Total value of the package today, real world values, $8,985. But I'd be remiss if I was to let you go at a price like that. So if you stick with me, I'm going to give you guys a really nice price. But I want to sweeten the deal, and just to help push you guys over the edge, we're going to give you 9 bonuses that's going to blow your mind, that's going to help you every step of the way. So bonus number 1, when you get started today, we're going to put unlimited push notifications on every one of your apps that you built. Now remember the power of push. 97% of people who get a push message on their phone read it within 5 minutes. Instant eyeballs, instant attention. So you can send as many push notifications as you want. Don't spam people, but as many as you want, no additional fees. This is different than SMS. If you guys use SMS marketing, you know what I'm talking about? You got to pay for every single message that gets sent to someone's cell phone. It's like 6 or 7 cents a phone. That could be very costly, very expensive if you have a lot of people on the list. So push messages, $497 value is yours when you get started right now. And bonus number 2 is your own credit card processing account. So Damien owns his own credit card account, so he can set every single one of you guys up with your own merchant account. You can take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, and you can start your own credit card processing system to get money into your bank account. So many of you don't have a merchant account. 98% of you will be approved based on your good credit scores for your own merchant account. This is a $497 value. Now, anytime you see this little asterisk you see right here next to the price, that means that particular bonus is only good in North America. We can't give it to everywhere else in the world because of legal reasons. In the United States, it can only be available for people in North America, Canada, United States only. And that's just the way it is. I wish it was not that way, but that's the way it is. Okay, next bonus number 3, SMS text messaging system. $297 value, 60-day unlimited use of your own text messaging service, where you can say, hey, everyone text the word yogurt to 70101, and whoever does that, their phone number, their text message phone number, gets stored on a text message autoresponder. And then I can send push messages through text messages to go to every one of those phones who subscribe to our list. It's a great system for using text messages to non-smartphones to get people to take action and subscribe to your stuff. Okay, it's $297 value. Bonus number 4, you're going to get a done-for-you mobile app consumption training. It's a powerful direct response training that will allow you to implement with each new client that help them get more prospects and customers downloading and using the Go Mobile app. So this is going to help them get more consumption, help them use the QR codes, the QR coupons, the loyalty bonuses, basically how to use the app to its best benefits to get more leads, more customers, more sales, more exposure. How to use social media text messaging to get the app out there. Bonus number 5 is your own virtual phone system. For every one of you who gets started today, you get unlimited phone extensions, unlimited voicemail boxes, auto attendant, call capturing, eFax, your own personal toll-free phone number, and that's going to allow you to automate your business, instantly improve your credibility with this professional mobile phone system, and it gives your prospects and customers the info they need now. Okay, it's going to make you look big and credible. So this is a great system for those of you who want a nice private phone system set up for you. Bonus number 6 is we're going to plug you into a small group mastermind. Now this is a very important bonus, because if any of you have ever paid top dollar to be part of a high-end mastermind, you know that the value is not so much in the content and the products in the mastermind, it's in the relationships. It's in the people you get to meet who have solutions and answers for your questions that you don't know who to go to before. So we've got a mastermind. It's a $997 value if you were to pay for it yourself. I think it's much higher than that. I think it's easily a $5,000 value. But you get to work directly with me. You get to work directly with our other popular members, our Go Mobile Solutions president, Damian Zamora, and his staff in this small group mastermind. And you can synergize with each other. You can create apps and demo those apps and say, hey guys, check out my app code. Here's my app code. What do you guys think of my app? What would you change? What would you do differently? And you get feedback off each other. You know, you learn together. Or you can go, hey Jimmy, I saw you did the Gunsmoke app. What did you do to make it do that one thing it did? How did you do that? And you get learning knowledge by, you know, masterminding with each other. So that's in our special small group mastermind. For everyone who gets started today, you'll be added to that mastermind. Bonus number 7 is your app building training for a virtual assistant. VA means virtual assistant, 997 value. We created a special training that you can send your team, your graphics designers, your webmasters, your virtual assistant, your staff, whoever you want. If you want to bring people on your team to build apps for you, it doesn't talk about the money side of how much we make when we sell apps to businesses. It just talks about how to build apps. And there's lots of training on the app building platform that shows them everything they want to know about building apps on that thing. Then we've got bonus number 8. When you guys get started right now, which hopefully many of you got the link from Henry, and you're one of those first 15 people. If not, you better hustle, otherwise you're going to miss out. We're going to give you the Power Financing Plan. It's a $997 value, but this is a great tool. You can go to any business that's based in the United States, and you can give them a $3,000 loan so they can get their app for less than $100 a month. So it's going to spread their payment out for 12, 18, or 24 months. How cool is that? So now something that was out of their reach, they couldn't do $3,000 cash. Now you can break that $3,000 up over 2 years, and they're going to pay less than $100 a month, right, to get that app from you. But here's what we'll do. We'll give you 75% of the total amount you finance within 30 days of closing the deal. Now, why don't we give you all of it? Well, because people default. It's just the nature of the game. So I'd rather get 75% of $3,000 in 30 days than wait 24 months and get little tiny sliver checks, right? And if they default on the loan 2 months later, 3 months later, I still got to keep all the money because now they've got an issue with the financing company, and the financing money goes after them, and we keep our money still, you guys. That's lovely. So you'll close 95% more businesses by using the Power Financing tool. So use this to write more businesses, you guys. This is a killer way to get more clients signed up with you. Now, this tool could only be used to sell to businesses in the United States, but if you live in Australia, you can sell it to a business in America. If you live in the UK, you can write businesses who can use it in America. You cannot write business to a business in the UK and give them the financing plan. Understand? It's just for businesses in the United States only. But anyone anywhere in the world can sell this tool to any United States business. We are an international company, you guys. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. We have multiple, you can do multilingual languages inside here. You can do English. You can do graphics that are in whatever language and fonts you want. It's totally rad. It's so cool. So we got one more bonus for you guys, and this is really cool. we've got the Master Mobile and Local 3-day boot camp taking place in just a couple weeks from today, as a matter of fact. So by getting in today, you're guaranteed 2 tickets. What the face value is about $997 each. But you're going to get 2 tickets to come down to sunny San Diego, meet myself, Henry, who's in the chat room. We will be there May 4th through the 6th for an extended weekend of fun, learning, case studies, business planning to help you guys go mobile quickly. So this is a great quick start for you guys who really want to learn everything about local business consulting, selling services to local businesses, how to get more deals, what to say, how to build apps. It's just amazing. 30 sessions. Great stuff, you guys. So I look forward to seeing all of you who are getting started today in San Diego. So the total package today, the custom app, the 3 licenses, the 4 training modules, which includes that real estate bonus, the 9 special bonuses we talked about right there. Total package value is $16,540, you guys. And we're going to give you guys an amazing offer. Obviously, we're not going to charge you $16,450. It's a lot of money. But still, all you have to sell is like 5 or 6 apps to get that kind of money back, right? But how would you like to get your money back just selling selling an app one time, and your whole app business is completely paid for? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to request and require you to be one of the first 15 people to take action right now, and we'll let you in for a one payment of $465. So if you can put one payment of $465 down today, we'll finance 2 months of payments for you, meaning we'll let you pay off the balance over the next 60 days. So you put $465 down today, you do another payment of $465 30 days from now, and you do another payment of $465 60 days from now. Your total cost to get this complete business in a box to sell mobile apps to local businesses is $1,397. Okay, so screaming, smoking deal. You're in for $465, and you get the fast action bonus. Okay, but I'll do even one more better than this. If you guys want to take fast action tonight and rock and roll on this thing, then we'll knock $400 off that price, $1,397, and we'll give you a buy it now price of $997 to buy it all today. No payment plan. Go to this website, trygomobilenow.com/Jorg. Okay, or Jorg, depending on where you're from. But Jorg is he's German, so he's a friend of mine. I met Jorg at the Marketers Cruise back in January, and I've seen about many seminars as well. trygomobilenow.com/Jorg, Jorg. Go there and get the buy it now for $997 one time. Save yourself the $400 so you don't have to pay it off over time. If any